Good to have you.
Good to be here. They're from down the street, sisters.
Yeah, down the street.
I know,
You're right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Come on in. There's some books on the back pews if you want to grab a copy. It'll help you follow along a little bit. Come on in. There's some books on the back pews if you want to grab one of those. That'll help you follow along. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're glad to be able to celebrate with y'all and welcome Shabbat together. And a special welcome from those from St. Rose Academy. Glad you're joining us as well. Welcome, and I hope you find tonight sufficiently confusing. We'll follow along. I'll call out page numbers and such. There'll be parts where I'll do privately, which we'll just kind of run through privately, but you'll see there's an English translation. There's also some transliteration in the red below the translation, so that might help you be able to follow along if you want to try your hand. Or if you know Hebrew, you're welcome to just read the Hebrew. That's fine too. You might know Hebrew. People surprise me sometimes. So we'll go ahead and begin our service this evening. We'll begin on page 10 with Yedidna. מצוקה שלא תאיר ארץ מקודם, נגילה ונצמחה בה, מהר אהוב כי בא המועד, יכונני כימי עולם. Continue Psalm 95, page 11. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Navia, navia, letzur ishenu, lekama panav betodah. Navia, navia, letzur ishenu, vizmirot navia lo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, l'Adonai. Navia letzur ishenu, navia lo. We'll join together at the red arrow, bottom of page 12. Arba'im shana akut bedor, ve'omar to'e levahem, ve'hem lo yadu drachai, asher mishpati ba'api, im yevuna menuchati. Page 13. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai baruch shemo, masru meyom leyom yeshuato. Sapru v'goyim kevodo bechol ha'amim niflotav. Ki gadol Adonai, ומעולם מאוד, נוראו, על כל אלוהים, איי איי איי, כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה, אור וחדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו. עבור לאדוני משפחות עמים, עבור לאדוני כבוד, עבור לאדוני כבוד שמו. שאו מנחה ובואו לחצרותיו. page 14. השתחוו לאדוני בהר הקודש, חילו מפניו כל הארץ. דיברו גויים אדוני מלך, עתיקות תבל ותימות. ידינם ברשעים, ישמחו השמיים ותגד הארץ. מירם הים ומלואו, יעלון שדה, כל אשר בו, איי איי איי, אז ירדנו כל הצייר, לפני אדוני כי בא. כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט הבל וצדק, ואמין באמונתו, We'll continue page 15. Malach tager haret yismechurim rabbi. Adonai sinura, shomer shor chasida, miyad v'shaim yatzilehem, or zaru ala tzadik, ulelisha elav simcha, simchu tzadikim b'Adonai, v'hodu lezecher kodsho. We'll continue Psalm 98, page 17. We'll read responsively in the English. There's a tune for this that I was trying to see if I could get out, and I'm like, it's not coming to me exactly. It's half there, it's not all there, so I'm not going to risk it. We'll do responsibly in the English. A psalm sings out Adonai a new song, for Adonai has wrought wonders. God's right hand and a holy arm have brought deliverance. God dealt faithfully and kindly with the house of Israel. The very ends of the earth saw God's saving power.
Love to Adonai, all the earth, praise God's joyful singing. Sing to Adonai the music of the lyre. Lyre and voices making music together. With horns and shofars, trumpet rejoicing to the south. Amen.
Let the sea and all that is in it roar, the earth and all who inhabit it thunder. Let rivers clap hands while mountains sing in harmony. Greeting Adonai who comes to judge the earth, judging the world with justice and the nations with truth. Lifnei Adonai ki ba lishpot haaretz, yishpot haaretz b'tzedek, v'amin b'mishalim. Page 19. Adonai malach yekzu amin, yoshev kruvim tenut haaretz, v'nayfion gadol, v'ramhu hakol ha'amim. We'll join together the red arrow, 3 lines from the bottom, page 20. Adonai Eloheinu reishtachavu lehakodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu reishtachavu lehakodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. We rise for Psalm 29, the 6th psalm representing the 6 days of the week before we go ahead and welcome in Shabbat, page 21. Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai b'nei, Havul Adonai, Kavod v'hodai, Havul Adonai, Kevod shemo yishtachavu Adonai, v'hadras kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, El hakavod hilim Adonai Amar Rabim Kol Adonai Kol Adonai Ve'ehada Kol Adonai Shomer Arazim Vaishaber Adonai Farzei Hamanon Vayarkidem Kmo Egel Lebanon Ve'Sirion כמו בן רעי, איי, כל אדוני, חוצב להבות אש, כל אדוני, יחיר מדבר, יחיר אדוני, מדבר קדש, כל אדוני, יכול עלי עלות, ויחסו, יערוך, ומחלו, כולו אומר כבוד, איי, אדוני, למה הוא ישב וישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום, נה 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 Ya na 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 na, ya na 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 na, ya na. You may be seated. So we'll continue on page 23 with L'chadodi. This poem was written because for the Jewish mystics, they imagined Shabbat as a bride who is exiled from us 6 days of the week and then returns to us on Friday night. So we welcome her in as a bride. And so as we'll go through on the last paragraph on page 25, you'll see that we stand and we face the back of the room as if the bride was walking in at that time. So you'll see everybody else. For those who don't know, you'll see everybody else good. Now you know why, and you know what to do. Page 23. Lecha dodi likra kala, Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala, Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'diborecha, Ishmiyanu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad, l'shem tiferet v'letila. Lecha dodi likra kala, Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala, Bnei Shabbat nekabela. לקראת שבת לכו בניך, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Mikdash melech yemelucha, Kumi tzeli mitoch ha'hapecha, Rab lach shevet emek habacha, Vehu yachmol elayich chemha. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Bnei Shabbat nekabela. Page 24. Yidonari me'afar kumi, Livshi bidei tifartechami, Yad ben Shai beit halachmi, Korba el nafshi yada. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nikabela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, kiva orech kumi ori, uri, uri, shir daveri, kavod Adonai alayich nikra. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pnei Shabbat nikabela. We'll change tunes up just to keep it interesting. Yananai, yananai, lecha dodi, yananai, yananai, likrat kala, yananai, yananai, pnei Shabbat, yananai, yananai, nikabela. Lo תבושי ולא תקמי מה תשתוכחי ומה תמי בך יחסו עניי עמי ונבנתה יראתי לה ינני ינני לך דודי ינני ינני לקראת קלה ינני ינני פני שבת ינני ינני Kabbalat, page 25, והיו עם שיסה, שוסייך ורחקו כל, מבלייך יסיס עלייך, אלוהייך כמסוס חתן על כלה. ינני, ינני, לך דודי, ינני, ינני, לקראת כלה, ינני, ינני, pnei Shabbat, yananai, yananai, mikabela, yaminu smol, tifroti vet Adonai, tariti al yadish, ben karti v'nismecha, v'nagila, yananai, yananai, lecha dodi, yananai, yananai, לקראת קלה, ינני, ינני, פנei Shabbat, ינני, ינני, מקבלה. בואי בשלום, מטרת בעלה גם בשמחה, ובצולתוכן ומי עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. ינני, ינני, לך דודי, ינני, ינני, לקראת קלה, ינני, ינני, פנei Shabbat, ינני, ינני, מקבלה. You may be seated. Now that we welcomed in the Shabbat bride, it's only natural we continue with Psalm 92, the Psalm for Shabbat, page 27. We'll read it responsibly in English. It is good to, the song of the day of Shabbat. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing to your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night.
Sing the lute to pluck the harp, let the sound of the lyre rise up.
You gladden me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork.
And wonderful are your works, Adonai,
The arrogant do not understand, the fool does not comprehend this. The wicked flourish like grass, and every evildoer blossoms, only to be destroyed forever.
You, Adonai,
Surely your enemies, Adonai, surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered.
as the wild bull raises up its horns, and spreads its
As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady, for my ears listen and hear.
The righteous flourish like the green palm, thrive like the cedar and Lebanon. Planted on the high flourish as God's word.
In old age they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming Adonai is upright, my rock, in whom there is no flaw. צדיק כתמר יברח, כארז פרבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו. ולינבון בצבע, דשאים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורים לא בלעת בו. Continue with Psalm 93, page 29. Adonai malach, geut lavesh Adonai, ozitata, avtiko, tevel baltimo, nachon kisacha me'az me'olam ata. Nasu neharot Adonai, nasu neharot kolam, isu neharot doch yam, mikolot mayim rabim mayrim yishpreyam, avir v'amarom Adonai. Edotecha nehemnu me'od, lebeitcha nava kodesh, Adonai l'orech yamin. Yananai, 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 yananai. At this time, as we turn to page 30, we'll invite those in mourning or those observing the Yahrzeit, the Hebrew anniversary of a loved one's death, to please rise for the mourner's Kaddish, page 30. Yikadal v'yikadash shamei rabah, v'alma dibra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'bizman kariv v'yibru amen. Yehei shmei rabah mevarach le'olam olam me'almayim. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipahar v'yitaromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalel v'yitala shmei b'kudsha precho. Le'elam yinkol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamayim. V'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Moseh shalom v'imroma. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimru amen. So that concludes the first half of our service, the welcoming of Shabbat. So Shabbat Shalom again. What I like to do, for those who don't know, for you regulars, you get to hear the spiel yet again. We want to take a moment at this time to kind of reflect on the week that's just happened and all the things that have happened since last Shabbat. Because so often we just go through our days without actually thinking about what we're doing. And Shabbat is a day of rest, offers us also some time for reflection. So I'd like to open it up if there's anybody who would like to share anything that's happened this week, any bad things that happened that we can support you with. Be happy so we can be here for you as a community. Any good things that happened, we can celebrate with you. We want to celebrate that as well. So if anybody, sisters, if you have anything you'd like to share, you're welcome to. You're part of the family tonight. You can share it too. Anybody have anything to share tonight? Yes.
Our daughter, who is a teacher in a high school in Israel, had the unfortunate experience of having to comfort one of her students and a former student who was killed in Gaza this week.
Yeah, that's a hard one too.
It's a rough week for them.
Yeah. Well, tell her to please send our love to the family of her student and former student and male, female.
The soldier was male.
So Zichrono Livracha, may his memory be a blessing, and please send love to them as they mourn that. Anybody else have something they want to share?
On a good note, our other daughter successfully went back to work after her maternity leave is now over, and they survived the week.
That first week's always the hardest. So, and you guys were here for that week too. So I mean, they didn't even rely on you guys for that.
That's right.
They made do on their own. So, kol hakavod to them.
I'll share something. I had a student today who I've known for a year and a half, but has had like really severe anxiety. And just today at the very end of school, we had this moment of like accepting himself, you know, which is the only way to be free from anxiety. So little, this is an 8-year-old, you know, but to see that and to see the trajectory of where he was probably headed, but with the help of his mom now, and just seeing him leave with a smile after he accepted, like, this was hard for me, but it's okay, and you're going to help me, and not putting that pressure on him. He was actually able to say, yeah, when I'm doing that, I'm trying to, like, be the top, and I want to be the top at everything. I actually, like, I noticed I start panting. Like, I start getting like that. I'm like, yeah, we don't need to be in that place. You're okay where you are. And he just left with this huge smile. So, it's probably when you see that happening with such little ones, and you know, what that can do to just their schooling and their time, but it has been really severe, so to see that moment where it was just like the light went on and you could see like a breath of fresh air just coming into the school.
I had a teacher who worked with a drug addiction people who argues that depression and anxiety ends up manifesting almost the same way as addiction does, and that in the same way, the first step to recovery is admitting that there's a problem and being able to admit and accept it, and then that's the only way you can ever move forward. So, well done for him, kol hakavod, to accepting it and being able to move forward. Anybody else want to share anything? Well, we're glad y'all are here. Glad you're able to celebrate with us. Even if you didn't share, what as I like to say, if this past week was a rough week for you, thank God it's over. And Shabbat's here. If it was a good week for you, then you get to celebrate because it's Shabbat. You get to celebrate a great week you had. So either way, grateful to have you here and to celebrate Shabbat together with us. We're going to go ahead and continue with our Mariv, with our evening service, as I invite you to rise, page 39b. Baruch et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, אשר גילה מעשיו ביום השביעי, ויקרא אהוד שבת קודש מערב עד ערב, ורצונו במיוחד לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. כל יום ולילה, כולל אור מפני חושך, כל חושך מפני אור. מעביר יום ומביא לילה, מעביר בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו. לחי וקיים, תמידים לא חלינו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המעריב הרבים. Page 40. אהבת עולם בית ישראל, עמך אהבת, תורה ומצוות, חוקים ומשפטים, אותנו לימדת. על כן אדוני אלוהינו, בשוכבנו ובקומנו, נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגן יומם ולילה ברכה תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. ואהבת את עמך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. והיה אם שמות תשמעו על מצוותיי אשר אנוכי מצוותכם יום להבא את ארונכם ולהודות בכל לבבכם ובכל נפשכם. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. We'll join together responsively on page 43b. You proclaim the covenant on the seventh day. Read it. Listen. You loved this day we inherited, delighting in its remembrance. From the time you bestowed it, joy filled the hearts of Yeshua, the people you redeemed. You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed, on the seventh day you rested. To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise. As we continue page 44. ומלכותו ברצון כאילו עליהם, משה ומרים ובני ישראל, לחנו שלה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. מלכותך ראו בניך כי ים לפני משה, זה לי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, כי יפאר אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. Page 45. השכיבנו אנו אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו מכינו לחיים, ופלוסרים לסוכת שלומך. ושמור צאתנו בואנו לחיים ולשלום את אביעד עולם, ופלוסרים לסוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורס סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים. We rise, page 46. Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עוד היא לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינח. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבי, מה דברי חירותי ונכמחותי, וחייכון יומכון, ובחיי לכל בית ישראל. בגלה, ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם מבורך, לעולם עולם לעלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי וקודשה ברכו, לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, ושמחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמא, ואמרו Amen. We'll remain standing for the Amidah, a series of prayers which are always said standing. They begin on page 47 and go through page 52. Please feel free to use the Hebrew, the English, or to use this time for your own personal prayer, as in the evening these prayers are always said privately. If you're still praying, please take your time and finish at your own pace. Now that I've let y'all get comfortable, I'll invite you to rise again. Page 53. Ulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzebam v'yechal Elohim b'yom hashvi v'lachto asher asa v'yishpot b'yom hashvi mכל mלאכתו asher asa v'yivarech Elohim et yom hashvi v'yikadesh oto כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו אלוהי אבותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק אלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל אלוהי לאה האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא אל עליון קונה שמיים וארץ מגן אבות בפרו וחי ביתי במאמרו האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו כי בם רצה להניח להם כי בם רצה להניח להם לפניו נבוא וירא בפניו ולשמו בכל יום תמיד באור הברכות אל ההודעות אדון השלום מקדש השבת לחי מניחתי קדושה ועמדו שני עובדי זכר למעשה בראשית. Page 54. אלוהינו אלוהי אבותינו בדוכתנו קודשנו במצוותיך תן חלקנו בתורתך שמחנו בטובך ושמחנו בתשובתך ותאר ליבנו לעובדך באמת הנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה וברצון שבת קודשך ינוחו בישראל מקדשי שמך ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. Remain standing for Kaddish Shalom. Yikra Shemer Abba. Vermati Grachi V'Tevim Yichmachutei B'Chaychon V'Mechon V'Chaylecho B'Yitzro V'Galav Zman Karev Imru. Amen. Yehi Shemer Abba B'Vorach Le'olam Lo Me'amaya. יתברך וישתבח בדבר בתרומה וינשא ויתרא שמי קודשה ברכו לעילם ינקום ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמינם בארבע ואמרו אמן תקראת לא תון ועוד הון וכל ישראל כל דבר בהון וישמעיה ואמרו אמן יהי שלום רבה וינשמעיה וחיים עלינו והכל ישראל ואמרו אמן עושה שלום במרומה והוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל Amen. Page 55. Sabri Chavarai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'baratzavanu. שבת קודשו באהבה וברצון ינחילנו זיכרון למעשה בראשית כאילו יום תחילה למקרה קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך Yahava Uratzon, Hinchatanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Hi. And we'll continue to remain standing for Aleinu, page 56. Aleinu l'shapeach l'adom ha'kol, Tzei kedula liotzer b'shit, shelo asanu nikoyei ha'atzot, Shelo samanu mishpachot ha'adama, Shelo sam chelkeinu kavaneh, V'kol aleinu kechol ha'olam, Anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'odim, L'ifnei Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shehu teshamayim v'yosef haaretz, Moshe mikaro b'shamayim ima'am, U'shminatu zo, Elohim Elohim, Hu Eloheinu Eino, Eloheinu Etzulato, Kakatu v'torato, V'yatata hayom ha'ashevota el levavecha, Ki Adonai hu Elohim, Hashamayim ima'am, Ve'al ha'aretz mitachat Eino, page 57, on Kippur. תמלוך עליהם מהרה לעולם ועד, כי המלכות שלך היא עולמית תמלוך, כבוד ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו You may be seated. This time we take a moment to recognize and remember all those who, though they no longer walk this earth, remain alive in our hearts and minds. As we recognize in the past week, we observed the yahrzeits, the anniversaries, the passings of Clarence Allen, Felix Cohen, Audrey Cohen, Lillian Cohen, Rosa Kolb, Minnie Cooper, Sarah Copeland, Rebecca Kornblum, Anita Daneman, Elaine Denneberg, Hannah Fleischer, Max Goldberg, Mikhail Golger, Louis Gordon, Sam Gordon, Nettie Gruson, Ann Hillard, Joseph Yakubovich, Joseph Kimmerling, Peter Klein, Steffi Levite, David Levy, Virginia McKenzie, Mary Meyerowitz, Harry Padower, Alan Perlman, Harry Pike, Philip Pincus, Annie Routman, Sam Schaeferman, Abraham Shiland, Arnold Siegel, Paul Simon, Morris Cerroti, Elizabeth Slater, Esther Soloduca, Beatrice Solomon, Iris Spira, Joseph Weinmuth, Lena Weiss, Israel Werbin, Isidore Weintraub, Max Zell, Goldie Ziff, and Sarah Zivitz. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. As we invite those in mourning and those observing Yurtzites to rise from Mourner's Cottage, age 58. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shamei rabba, ve'alma yivrach yirutei v'yamrich malchutei, v'chayechon yamechon v'chayei t'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'yimreu amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam olam me'al mayim. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitirmam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitala shmei v'kudsha b'rechu Le'ilam yinkol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imreu amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamayim v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imreu amen. Oseh shalom b'imroma hu yaseh shalom Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei teda v'imreu amen. So before we wrap up, just a few announcements. First of all, tomorrow morning, Shabbat services across the hall, 9:30. Come celebrate with us and celebrate Dahlia Abram's birthday with us. So we hope you'll join us tomorrow. Thank you to everybody who participated and came for Member Appreciation Week. Hope you feel loved and appreciated from your community because we do. We love and appreciate you. Tomorrow we have one of our alternative services. Nan Unkenholtz will be doing her Shabbat Be'in Hafash, her mindful meditation. So I hope you'll come join us for that. We also have a new one launching, new service launching on March 2nd. Sharon Swain will be leading a Kehillah service, which will focus on themes and ideas from the new book by Rabbi Sharon Grouse in Los Angeles called The Amen Effect. You don't need to have read the book. It might not hurt, but it's not required to be able to participate, so we hope you'll come join us beginning monthly on March 2nd. There'll be songs, there'll be reflection, and more, so 10:30, then hope you'll join us. Next Shabbat is going to be a special Shabbat. We're doing a partner service with PJ Library. So we'll be having a shortened service next week with all the kids here and a spaghetti dinner following. So all ages welcome, just please RSVP so we can make sure there's enough food. There's a little surprise. If you ever want to compete against the rabbi, you'll have a chance next week. But I won't tell you what it is. Don't ruin the surprise. So we hope you'll join us. Friday, March 8th, we're kicking off our Scholar in Residence weekend. We have Dr. Karen McGinnity coming in. It'll be an interfaith, we're doing an interfaith weekend with that, as she specializes in interfaith relationships. So we have a Friday night, we'll have a service. Dr. McGinnity will be here, we'll kind of introduce her. Then we'll have a Shabbat dinner, fried chicken, so all the more reason to come. But there will be she and I will be engaging in a dialogue as well during dinner, and then she'll be giving the Devar Torah Saturday at services, and there'll be kind of a party at Monday Night Brewing Saturday night. And I forgot, there's also going to be she'll be doing a interfaith grandparenting program at Temple Emmanuel. I believe it's at 12:30 on Friday, but look at the flyer, check our website, double check times, because I'm bad with times. And finally, this Wednesday, of course, how do we forget? February 21st, Torah on Tap. At Kerrigan's Public House, we're doing it in partnership with You Belong in Birmingham, so we hope you'll join. As always, first round's on us, so I hope you'll join us. Anything else I'm forgetting?
Is Warren cooking the fried chicken?
Warren is in fact cooking the fried chicken, if that is the motivation you needed to argue.
He's the man who works here and he likes to do the fried chicken when we do it. It's good too.
He does a good job. Anything else?
Yeah.
Again, thank you for those from St. Rose Academy. We're glad you were here. Glad to join us. And if you want to talk, set up a time, I can come talk to you guys and you can ask all the questions you hopefully have after the service.
Meanwhile, after we finish with this next prayer, I will come and collect the books so they could be put in the back pews where they belong.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'm doing this Tuesday morning, so, save me a step.
So today we'll go ahead and conclude on page 73 with Shalom Aleichem. There's a story in the Talmud that as we leave synagogue to go home, there's two angels who accompany us home. So in this prayer, we ask them, we greet them, we invite them to come with us, we ask them to bless us, and then we send them off in peace. So we'll sing together page 73. I did this tune last week, so if you remember it, great, sing along. If you don't know it, it's very repetitive, so hopefully by the second or third stanza, you'll figure it out. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay, 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 Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Oechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Oechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay, ay, ay. Oechem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuri l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bachuri l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay, 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 Bachuri l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Teichem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Teichem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay, 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 Teichem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom. Wishing everybody a peaceful and a restful Shabbat and a good week, and hope to see you tomorrow morning or next week or during the week, sometime soon. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.